Hello and welcome to this mindfulness video on behalf of the Stuart Lowe Trust. My name is Katie. Thank you for joining me today. So today we are going to be talking about mindfulness and its link to feeling connected to the outside world, to other people and to nature. So just a quick recap about what mindfulness is. In a very short sentence, it means being aware of the present moment without judgment, or kind of falling awake to the present moment, coming to our senses, and those are all Jon Kabat-Zinn definitions, who is kind of credited with bringing mindfulness into the mainstream. So that's what mindfulness is, and today we are talking about how mindfulness can help us to feel connected. So when we feel isolated, which is a huge problem, and it's one of the main reasons that the Stuart Lowe Trust was set up in the first place, to reduce isolation. When we feel isolated, it's kind of easy to forget that we are part of everything. We're part of the universe, we are part of nature, we're not separate from it. And we do have a kind of connection with other people in the world around us, but it sometimes feels like we don't, and that can be very, very difficult and very destructive. And it's also easy to forget that what we do and what other people do has a huge impact. We have that connection. It's almost like a butterfly effect, I think is what they call it. Where the small things that we do that we think might be very small acts of kindness, actually have like a ripple effect. If you can kind of change someone's mood, change someone's day, or if someone does that for you, then that you can then pass that on. And this is how we can have an impact on the world around us, and how we can remember that actually we're not separate from it, we are part of it. From the air that we breathe and the water that we drink, the food that we eat, we are part of nature. And also, we kind of forget sometimes that as human beings we all need the same basic things, and we all need to be loved and valued, as well as the basic things like food and nourishment. And remembering that can help us to feel connected to other people. And a big part of mindfulness is the without judgment part. And that is very intrinsically linked to compassion and kindness, loving kindness. And that compassion can really help us to feel connected to other people. And history has really shown us that seeing people as separate, as somehow other and distant from ourselves, can lead to huge pain and suffering. So it's really good to remember that actually we are all intrinsically connected. As the Hindu sage Ramana Maharshi put it, how do we treat others? There are no others. So just remembering that we are part of a whole universe together. And also another quote that I like from Pema Chodron, regarding compassion. Compassion is not a relationship between the healer and the wounded. It's a relationship between equals. Only when we know our own darkness can we be present with the darkness of others. Compassion becomes real when we recognise our shared humanity. And I think that's kind of sums it up very nicely, actually, that compassion is not about kind of pity or looking down on people or giving things to make ourselves feel better, but actually recognising that we are all human, we do all need the same things, and to kind of feel that connection with each other, which is is always there. So I think today we will do some some mindfulness practice. We'll do a meditation for about 10 minutes or so together. So just getting yourself as comfortable as possible. And allowing your eyes to close if that feels comfortable to you. And just as best you can, bringing your awareness to the present moment. If you can, putting your feet flat on the floor, your back straight but not stiff. And just beginning by allowing your awareness to rest on the gentle, natural rhythm of your breathing. The gentle rise and fall of your stomach and chest. Rising gently as you breathe in, falling gently as you breathe out. And just allowing everything else to fade into the background as best you can. Noticing when your mind wanders, letting those distractions go. And gently bringing your awareness back to your breath. Onto the present moment. Noticing the feeling of your body resting on the chair or the bed or the mat. Feeling your connection with the surface that you're resting on right now. Feeling your connection with the air that you're breathing. naturally and effortlessly. And just taking a moment to consider us breathing together. Know that you are breathing with me in this moment. With other people watching this video. Sharing the space. Sharing the moment. As you continue to breathe, and gently bring your awareness back to your breath, to the present moment. And just taking a moment to appreciate that everyone you meet, you share something with. You share the same basic needs. You share the fact that we are all complex. We are all unique. And we are all fallible. And remembering what makes us human connects us. And leads to kindness and compassion, which connects us still further. And every flower or tree that you see also shares the need for sunlight, care, water and nourishment. They too are breathing with us. And returning your awareness to your breathing. And just counting 3 more breaths in your own time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You might like to have a little stretch. And just taking a few minutes to sit or lie quietly. So I hope that you got something from that meditation today, and I hope that you will continue to meditate or practice mindfulness in whichever way you can or whichever way you choose, and also to find different ways to connect with other people and the outside world, to nature, even if it's just kind of feeding the birds or growing a plant, or making a phone call. Sometimes these things can be really difficult for us, but ultimately it's a reminder that we are actually connected, and it's good to remember that. So thank you again for joining me today. I would encourage you, if you want to know more about the basics of mindfulness, you can find a playlist that I've done on my YouTube channel, which is Kate Relax Mindfulness, if you search for that on YouTube. And you can find my playlist, Mindfulness for Beginners, and that will teach you about the basics of mindfulness. So thank you once again for joining me today, and please stay safe and keep connecting. That's what the Striplow Trust is here for. Thanks very much.